What if I told you the reason you can't move on has almost nothing to do with love and everything to do with your brain playing tricks on you? Seriously, it's not because you're weak. It's not because you care too much. And no, it's not because the universe wants you to suffer while everyone else magically heals and posts beach photos. The real reason we can't move on is way sneakier than that. Let me explain. Have you ever noticed how your brain suddenly becomes a movie editor after something ends? A breakup, a friendship, a job, a phase of life. Suddenly, all the bad parts get deleted. The arguments, gone. The stress, vanished. The red flags, apparently invisible. What's left is a highlight reel. The best moments. The laughter. The what ifs. Your brain basically turns into that friend who says, "But remember the good times?" while completely ignoring the fact that those good times came with emotional chaos and late-night overthinking. That's because your brain hates unfinished stories. It really hates them. Your brain wants closure the way your stomach wants snacks at 2 a.m. And when it doesn't get closure, it creates its own version, a fantasy version, a maybe if I had said this, or maybe if they had changed version. That's where we get stuck. We don't miss the person. We miss the version of the story that never got to happen. Think about it. If you actually got everything you wanted from that situation, would you still be stuck replaying it? Probably not. You'd be too busy living your life, forgetting passwords and wondering why you walked into a room. Another big reason we can't move on is identity. When something or someone becomes part of our routine, our brain quietly labels it as home. So when it's gone, it's not just a loss, it's a disruption. Suddenly your brain goes, wait, who am I now? That's why breakups feel so weird. It's not just heartbreak, it's like losing your favorite hoodie. You can still function, but everything feels slightly wrong and uncomfortable. And here's the funny part. Your brain doesn't care if that hoodie was ugly. It just wants familiar. That's why people sometimes miss relationships that were clearly bad for them. From the outside, everyone's like, you dodged a bullet. But inside, your brain is crying over the comfort of predictability. Pain you recognize feels safer than happiness you don't understand yet. Wild, right? Another reason we stay stuck is because moving on feels like admitting defeat. Like saying, well, I guess that chapter's really over. And our ego hates that. It wants meaning. It wants justice. It wants the universe to explain itself in a 3-paragraph essay. So instead, we stay emotionally parked. We scroll old messages like it's a museum exhibit. We replay conversations like they're unreleased episodes. We imagine running into them and saying the perfect sentence that finally changes everything. Spoiler alert, that sentence never comes. And even if it did, it probably wouldn't feel as satisfying as your brain promised. Here's a simple real-life example. Ever lose something small like your keys? You don't panic immediately. You calmly search. But the longer you can't find them, the more obsessed you become. You check the same places over and over, even though you already checked them 5 times. That's what not moving on is like. You're emotionally checking the same place, hoping something new appears. Now let's talk about memory for a second. Memory is not a recording, it's a remix. Every time you remember something, your brain slightly rewrites it. And guess what? It usually rewrites it in a way that hurts more or feels sweeter than reality. So the longer you hold on, the less accurate your memories become. You're not missing the past. You're missing a polished, edited version of it. And the real reason we can't move on? Because moving on means facing the unknown. And the unknown is scary. It means trusting that something better exists even when you can't see it yet. It means letting go without guarantees. It means believing that your future self knows things your current self doesn't. That takes courage. So if you're stuck right now, replaying the same thoughts, missing something you know wasn't perfect, don't beat yourself up. You're not broken, you're human. Your brain is just trying to protect you the only way it knows how, by holding on to what feels familiar. But here's the twist. The moment you stop trying to move on and instead focus on moving forward, even slowly, even awkwardly, something shifts. You don't forget, you don't erase, you grow around it. And one day, without realizing it, You'll wake up and notice you didn't think about it as much. The memory will still exist, but it won't control you anymore. And that's when you'll realize you didn't lose anything. You outgrew it.